Crossroads, have we got a story to tell you about God's provision? We're making this video to celebrate what God has done, which has been way beyond anything that we could have hoped or asked for or imagined. Celebrating God's provision is part of the DNA of Crossroads. It really is our heritage as a church. And we have another story to add to the collection. As you know, we've just completed our annual Unleashed campaign. Unleashed, historically, for Crossroads, has been an endeavor to reduce our church's indebtedness by reducing our mortgage. We apply one full Sunday every year to the principle of the debt, and we've watched it over the last 13 years go from $2.9 million to 1.4. That's a reduction of over $1.5 million in just over a decade. We're on a plan right now to eliminate the remainder of the debt in the next decade. But this year we hit kind of a roadblock. Our ministry growth has been outpacing our revenue, as we've been sharing with you. It's been leaving us in a little bit of a budget shortfall of about $158,000 just this year. So we began praying and strategizing as a staff and a leadership team with the board how we could reconsider Unleashed this year. Not just to unleash the church from debt, but to unleash us to do more and better ministry the way that God has called us to do it.
That's right. So beginning in January, our church rallied together around 40 days of prayer. And I hope you were able to be a part of that blessing, because truly, this was not a problem that we could strategize or plan our way out of. This is the kind of thing that only comes about if the Lord intervenes. So to be a part of the process of just humbly asking God's provision, that's been a really moving part of being a part of our church these last few months. So we rallied together, we prayed, and then let me tell you the rest of the story. So on February 11th, we received our annual Unleashed offering. And as we announced a couple of Sundays ago, it far exceeded our wildest expectations. We thought we might bring in maybe 35 or possibly 50,000. Instead, this offering brought in over $138,000. Now, there are three amazing things about that number that I want to tell you. The first is this: it's more than 3 times what we expected to receive. God provided beyond our wildest imagination. The second thing is that apart from a couple of large donations, most of that was spread broadly across the church, which means we all came together, and that only happens when the Spirit of God is unifying a people. Finally, here's the third miraculous and amazing thing about this number. So even prior to Unleashed Sunday, we had someone come to us and let us know that pending a particular sale, they were going to donate an additional $20,000 to this offering, which means that our actual total for Unleashed Sunday came in at precisely $158,000. You can't plan for that.
No. That is God's faithfulness, and that is part of the DNA of Crossroads. Our history, our heritage, our legacy is God's provision. Thanks for joining us, for praying with us, and for celebrating with us.